Thule, the homeland of the Hyperborean far north, a land of giants and extraterrestrials. Many a time I've referred to the event that Alexander the Great and his army of 30,000 warriors went to the Taklamakan Desert of China in order to meet an Atlantean Hyperborean extraterrestrial that was to land there with his spacecraft in order to bring Alexander the Great a special advanced technology, some type of a weapon. And he claims that he could even use it to change dimensions from this material dimension to another dimension. He lost 10,000 of his 30,000 warriors there. That's how important it was to him. So a new section that begins with concerns about Norse mythology, considered the crown of the entire Scandinavian mythology, which includes Sweden, Icelandic, Danish mythology, Germanic, and it is also related to Greek mythology. The homeland of Norse mythology is strange, magical, and remote, the country of Thule, which was originally called Thule in farthest, in an attempt, that is Hyperborea, in an attempt to fully understand that it was the most distant point of the known world, that is the northernmost, hence the country of the far north, but there are more than one region with the same name. Dimitra Papanastasopoulou says, in today's Russia, for example, there is a city named Tula or Thula. It is pronounced this way in several languages, and is similarly in Mexico. Thule is a primary source of the spread and development of the culture of the northern European peoples, and the peoples who first inhabited its geographical area are none other than the famous Hyperboreans. The Hyperboreans, as strange as it may sound, maintained cultural relations with ancient Greece, and this brought about the corresponding interactions. According to the sources, Avaris, a priest of the Hyperborean Apollo, came from Thule to Greece and founded a temple of the Epicurean Apollo in the Peloponnese. The temple oriented from north to south, in contrast to other ancient Greek temples that oriented from east to west. And she said, I recall that the Hyperborean Apollo came from the north bringing light. Plato agrees with the Hyperborean origin of Apollo, the primary solar deity, and according to tradition, Avaris flew over Greece with a spear, that is, a spear symbolizing a craft, gifted by Apollo, and did not need food. Many of our ancient sages studied under him, with Pythagoras on the list. This fact alone shows us how important the personality of the priest Avaris was. Apollo, the symbol of Thule, is the swastika, which is a symbol of the rotating sun, the one the Germans had, no matter how annoying it may be to some outsiders. It's known that the sun was always considered the cause of human life, and it was deified, first of all. The swastika, as non-stationary, indicates the rotating sun, and each of its extensions symbolizes an area of the astronomical year. Here, then, is where it's hidden that every end is a beginning, or as Heraclitus said, everything flows. Along with Avaris came from the north the establishment of the cult of Apollo, the sun, which symbolizes the eternity of the world. Pythias' journey from Marseille to Thule remains legendary, where he arrived after many adventures and wanderings via the Pillars of Hercules, present-day Gibraltar, the Baltic, and perhaps Greenland. Pythias' description raises questions which in turn created others as to where exactly the mysterious Thule of Hyperborea is located. Isaiah Constantinidis, doctor of philosophy and head of the Vega group, considers the location of Norway to be more likely, and the majority of researchers of Northern Europe primitive civilization agree with him. There's also a scientific opinion according to which Thule is the infamous Arctogea, a separate continent of the distant past. It was on this continent that man first appeared, traces of which were lost in the depths of millennia. With the appearance of the first glaciers, most people descended to the European south, carrying with them their habits and creating over time the various branches of the so-called Aryan tribes, Aegeans, Thracians, Cretans, and Ionians. Of course, there is also the opposing opinion that says that there were no Hyperboreans in the Greek Balkan area, let alone in Mesopotamia. Whatever the deeply hidden truth is, we friends will try to get to know this center of civilization in the coming future, starting our journey with Pythias. Please leave your comments, and thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.